There are strategies to actually not need to have credit in order to buy short-term rentals. One of the most slept on opportunities in 2024 in regards to creating wealth. In this video here today, we're going to talk about on Credit Confidence Thursday, 3 different tips as well as some strategies in regards to short-term rentals and why, if you don't have any credit, why you should actually invest in this. It's something super amazing as, again, with real estate investing education, it allows you an opportunity to actually think outside the box. And one thing that is continuously talked about is short-term rentals, how it can save you money and how it can be important in regards to real estate education, building your billionaire brand. So we're building billionaire brands with digital real estate, kindness, and knowledge live here on Thursday. And we're right in along with the path on where exactly we're supposed to be here today to be able to provide information to help you save money in your way. Everybody's way is not going to be the same. It's okay. Because again, if you might be caught in the rat race, but understanding how you can save money and build wealth with these 3 different tips from millionaires, as well as understanding if you want to get there, you need to learn and pattern yourself from people that have already gone the fight. Robert Kiyosaki, billionaire, in regards to Rich Dad, Poor Dad, as well as the real estate investing training that I'm in right now. Oh, amazing. Because again, it's showing opportunities that I didn't even know, eye-opening opportunities to build wealth, as well as tax saving strategies to help in 2024 our clients, as a business consultant, to leverage the future opportunities. So Adriane Mayes is passionate about helping entrepreneurs, investors, and building wealth one day at a time in regards to getting the tools you need with financial education to help you get to the success that you're looking for. So it's all about going through the process and understanding one reason or another, but the importance of financial education, it helps you build wealth. We talked about it all week long in regards to the understanding of practice and investing versus entrepreneurship, having a 9-to-5 business, but why not do both? What's the great thing about short-term rentals is if you do have a W-2 or a 1099, you can be able to offset your wealth in regards to short-term rentals. So why short-term rentals? Why that in itself? Well, the great thing is we're going to talk about, like, for example, your Airbnb. Airbnb, vacation homes allow you to rent out property, their spaces for brief periods of time. And when you get in the game of real estate education, you understand a property for a few days or weeks at a time helps you in regards to your taxes that you can actually write off. And so what you can do is not need perfect credit to do this and to get started. That's what the education part is about. So short-term rentals help you get in the game and help you and save money on your taxes. It's like a win-win situation. And a short-term rental is literally a property that is defined to 30 days or less. And so, like I said, Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, these models cater to travelers and tourists seeking unique accommodations. And what you want to do is provide services in regards to your Airbnb to be able to have that as a write-off for you. So I was talking to Unica Gaines yesterday about, even with our Smile Don't Blink photo booth, and having the service of marketing in regards to your rentals and opportunities when you have different events. It's a tax write-off. We're going to talk about the 3 tips that you need to make sure that you're ensuring in regards to it, because again, the benefits of investing starts with you. So investing in short-term rentals, it's significant tax advantages. Like, for example, if you rent it out 14 days or less annually, and if you have more than one property, you can be able to do this tax and write this off on your taxes, while expenses that can be written off, as well as repairs and furnishings. All of these things can help reduce your taxable income. So when you start your actual short-term journey with no credit, you want to actually have an idea of how you want to get started. So here's the 3 tips that I would actually connect with, just doing the education I've done in the labs and just real estate investing and the things that we've known and partnering in regards to our businesses, just to outline these practical tips for you to be able to get there. So number 1 is partnering with someone. So if you don't have credit right now, we're on Credit Confidence Thursday, and your credit score, ideally, if you want to get a mortgage loan per se, but there's ways to do out of that. But 620 is what they look for in a mortgage loans. You can go as low as 580. But what if you don't have a 580 or 620? Your credit is in the just the bottom, right? So partnering someone like a spouse or a business partner can help you team up with someone who does, a family member, a friend. And essentially, you'll both be responsible for the profits, being able to kind of partner up and being able to qualify for the loan and managing and taking care of the property. So partnering with someone that has credit is tip number one. So if you have a cousin that has good credit, for example, you can secure the loan and then you both can share the profits, working together to build your millionaire brand. So it makes it easier to start because you don't have to do it alone. Number two, leasing and subleasing properties. So if you currently, in regards to have a mortgage and you have a lease, you can actually lease out a room. And did you know that you can lease a property and rent it out and it's still as a short-term rental? So you can actually get your rent covered by doing short-term rentals, and subleasing is a great way to start without owning the property. I know a lot of college students do that away when they're at home for the summer. So just making sure you get permission from the landlord before you do subleasing, but you can lease out an apartment, you can rent out an Airbnb and charge more than the monthly rent, and that way you make a profit as a winning tip for you. And tip number three, you can use seller financing or rent to own options. This is another smart option as well. Using seller financing and rent to own, like in financing a property, you can be able to act like the owner, like the bank. And so therefore you pay them directly. And so in regards to rent to own, over time, you set up your own terms in regards to the loan. So if you go down to the actual bank, you're right now, your interest rates are at what, 5, 6, 7%. You can actually come up with better logistics and build your credit while making money. And then you can actually have the short-term rental. It's a win-win. So how can short-term rentals help you save on your taxes? So here's one of the greatest benefits. Owning a short-term rental can help you save money on your taxes by understanding how the financial system works. So for example, if you rent your property for 14 days or less per year, and the money that you make is tax-free, one of the good strategies you want to think about is running everything through your LLC. When you set up your LLC, it's a limited liability corporation, or if it's an S corporation, just depending on which way is best. If you make $10,000 in your business, it protects you and gives you the mindset and gives you the protection that's needed and not to affect your personal credit. So if your personal credit is trash, we'll start building your business credit through your LLC. That puts more money back in your pocket, and start running everything in your LLC. For example, your cell phone should be through your LLC. You can start running your electricity through your LLC. You can actually start renting from yourself through your LLC. So again, you could be a renter from your own business when purchasing a property through your LLC. So all of these related expenses, you want to be able to do that in regards to growing your business brand. Number two, finding other people's money. There's private lenders. I know I've talked about it maybe the last couple of weeks or whatever. There's ways to actually hard money lenders. There's other ways besides going down to the bank to actually getting the best decision on your money. So when you understand real estate, it talks about the education parts, right? You got to understand how to get the deals, manage taxes, and grow your investments. Just last month, we were talking about tax foreclosures and being able to build wealth with buying something way under dollar, pennies on a dollar of what it's worth in the actual area. But it all is in regards to your research. So when you look at these different private lenders and different money opportunities, these deals help you and then even small local banks and credit unions is a good resource as well, because they give better terms than going to some of the larger banks in regards to your opportunities. And so number three is locating discounted properties. So distressed properties, you might not be able to get the cream of the crop right now with no credit, but you can look at the repairs or foreclosures like I was sharing with you with the tax foreclosure list. Or you can look at properties that can be wholesaled or buy and flip. There's so many different ways that you can actually be able to get into the game. And so just taking the tax advantages of writing off all of everything that you're doing with these discounted properties and fixing them up. Yes, it might be not the one that's right on a realtor.com or in a Zillow or something that can even be financed at the bank. That's why it's good to actually look into different ways when you don't have credit to still get the job done. So if you drive by the property and be able to take a look and see if that's something for you, that's the next step to go. And then you have the BRRRR strategy, right? Buying distressed properties, rehabbing them, renting them out, and then refinancing them to gain the access and the equity. It was over 1,900 properties on the tax foreclosure list for Wayne County, Michigan, one of the largest tax foreclosures. And when looking at that, looking at the homes and the properties in the area, this method is looking at the equity, but you got to do the work. It's getting your hands grimy. And it's not necessarily of you going in like plugging toilets or making those changes. It's actually setting up a team. And so that's what the great thing is about doing real estate investing. You're actually getting into a community where you have like minds working together. So if you don't have credit, and if you don't have a scenario where you can actually get it done by yourself, this is a way that you do that in regards to rehabbing them, renting them out with the short-term properties, and starting with short-term actual rentals. That's what the real estate agents and entrepreneurs who have extra money willing to invest in regards to helping you grow and partnering with people to help you get there. These people are help you in regards to your end goal because you're doing the work. You're doing the education and you're understanding how you can acquire these properties. And again, a percentage of something is better than 0% of nothing. So again, in regards to the main caps, in regards to what we talked about here today, we went over 3 main tips. If you have no credit right now, in regards to partnering with someone, leveraging different short rental properties, as well as being able to look at smaller locations to help you actually get your short-term rental game off the ground. But you want to do something which is better than nothing, because the key thing is you're able to save so much money in regards to understanding how to get more credit, understanding the benefits of credit. But if you don't have credit right now, it's okay. You can still get the tax benefits and still a path to wealth, but it takes one day at a time for you to get there. So in this video, I implore you to join the Random Acts of Kindness community, because a small community can actually help you in regards to different ideas, growth plans, and then just lean in on Adriane Mayes and Unica Gaines with our taxes strategies as well. Because the great thing is when you're actually building with growth, our community is one that's going to help you get there one step at a time. But it's not an overnight process. It's something that you have to actually do for you. But one thing you can say in Rich Dad Poor Dad, you can either work for money or you can be a part of the solution, start educating yourself, get a part of a team that helps you in regards to your different steps on getting there. And then listen on how to the Millionaires. And they're, like I said, the real estate investing opportunity I'm in right now, he literally has 79 investment properties and went over different tax strategies that I can implement, not only in my own business and get my own scenario, but also to others that can help them build their billionaire brands as well. So hopefully you're able to actually get some value out of this video here today. Adriane Mayes, live in regards to building wealth with digital real estate and kindness and knowledge. And what our whole goal is to help entrepreneurs and investors to realize you can do it too. You just got to put the action in the work and join me in regards to the growth process. Because again, we're live every single day at 4 p.m. And the great thing for you is you don't have to do anything but show up. It might be a strategy or something that might trigger. And there's so many free resources for you to be able to involve in and be able to submit questions within our community for you to grow. So you'll be able to find a copy of this presentation. And as we grow and build as well, we're going to have that information available for you as well within the community. So being the change because we care. Your financial education matters. Make sure if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments, drop them in the community, and let's build this wealth together. I can, I will, I must. Let's go. Deuces.